2022 Detroit Lions, Will?
Number of ways I can go with that. The 2022 Detroit Lions will be the team that can and will.
What is packing with you, YouTube? KHTV, shout out to the PAG whole Pack Attack gang. And let's get into this shit. This channel, we talk about the greatest football team in sports history, the Green Bay Packers, who aren't looking too good right now. And, you know, I'm not even mad, to be truthfully honest with you. I'm not mad about this game. I just knew that with Devondre Campbell not being in the game and Quay Walker getting his first crack at being the play caller on the defensive side of the ball, I knew it was going to be kind of weird. You know, losing Romeo Doubs the first play, you gotta change the game plan. You gotta change the game plan. I believe Aaron Jones was hurt last week in last week's game, and he got banged up this week and couldn't finish the game. Christian Watson, another concussion, man. I don't even really know what to say about him. There's nothing to say about Christian Watson because he hasn't given us a complete full game yet. I think every game he's played in, he hasn't finished. I think he might have finished the Commanders game. I'm not sure if he finished that or not. This offensive line is, they did okay today. Aaron Rodgers only got sacked once. The run blocking wasn't that great, especially when you got somebody like A.J. Dillon that's just not a speed back. He's more of a bruiser. We lost Eric Stokes. Had to bring Nixon in, and he made a couple of mistakes with some penalties. The Lions really didn't, this was their game to lose again. You know what I'm saying? We let them off the hook. I'm not even going to give the Lions any credit for winning this game. They could have lost this game. They could have easily lost this game. You know what I mean? It's just that, when you don't have a healthy football team, you got guys dropping like flies. Rashawn Gary had to lead the game. You know what I'm saying? This offense is not really helping this team, helping this defense stay healthy. We're not scoring no points. we starting to learn how to get drives going. Like, we could get a drive going now. I'm real positive on that. I love that we could get drives going. But we just not putting points on the board when we get in the red zone. Of course, Aaron Rodgers played like crap today. Probably one of his worst games ever. And that's, you probably got about a handful of games, that Aaron Rodgers probably played terrible in. And I'm never going to forget that Denver Broncos game where he only had 79 fucking passing yards the whole damn game. That was probably the worst game he ever had. The year the Broncos won the Super Bowl. That defense just completely couldn't do shit. You got David Bakhtiari, right? He gets banged up in the place where he had his first game back, coming back, was against the Detroit Lions last year, where he re-aggravated his knee. And, of course, playing on this damn field, he re-aggravates his knee again. He's over there on the bike. And you guys notice, the Packers, trainers, coaches, they all notice that Bakhtiari is hurt. And you still try to throw a touchdown pass to a hurt offensive lineman. Terrible play. Just terrible play calling in the red zone by Matt LaFleur or whoever was running the plays. Whoever was calling the plays. This whole player-led team, we want the players to lead. No, we need to get away from that. You don't got the same guys that you had last year for this team to be a player-led team, Matt LaFleur. Knowing that you was going to lose Devontae and Zadarius Smith and a plethora of other guys that should still be on this team, you get lazy and lackadaisical and don't want to do your job, and that's coach this team. Just by the off-season training and training camp was just throwing me off with these. Man, why are we only practicing for an hour and 30 minutes? And then you go do damn near 45-minute press conference with the Packer reporters. Laughing and giggling and shit. This team was not prepared, man. Not prepared. And I get it. Injuries do affect the way a team's game plan gets altered once you start seeing key people in positions that, you have to game plan fit for, start getting hurt. Things got to change. You got to change the game plan. We lose Christian Watson, we lose Romeo Doubs. That's, probably a big, significant part of the offense that we need in order for things to work. You already don't have Randall Cobb. Sammy Watkins is trying to play, but you can't get right. And y'all knew about his past injury history before you got him. I don't know, but I'm not giving up on this team. And I know Packer fans are out there. They all mad and punching holes in the wall and screaming to the top of their lungs and, turning red in the face. I ain't that type of guy. I don't get emotional over sports like that no more. I just don't. I'm not about to get mad and fuck, man, this fucking team is trash, and man, fuck, fire Matt LaFleur, fire Joe Barry, fire Goop. No, they not gonna fire any of them. They're not gonna fire any of them. Start Jordan Love. No, you're not gonna start Jordan Love. Aaron Rodgers, and I ain't gonna say Aaron Rodgers, the Green Bay Packers made this bed, and they just gotta lie in it until they decide to get the fuck up and get going. Until then, this team is a 3-16. 3-16. Oh my God, that Rams game was just so funny. As soon as they said Brady is on the verge of getting his 100K passing yards, I just knew the Rams was going to let this game go to Brady. Just knew it. Just knew it. Did all that defensive bullshit for nothing. But anyway, this team has a chance to bounce back this coming week against the Cowboys, and here we go with another familiar face coming into town. with Mike McCarthy, while the Green Bay Packers continue this family and friends reunion tour this tour season. And it just seems like the friends and family have been whipping our ass every week. But I'm not giving up on this team. I said we got maybe one more, maybe two more losses, or this season is over. I know a lot of Packer fans out there are really throwing this season in the garbage, and rightfully so. You know, y'all got every right to feel how y'all feel, but me personally, I'm not about to sit up here and be screaming and yelling and having a hissy fit, you know what I'm saying, over this team losing to a team that ain't going nowhere anyway. But I get it. It's the Lions, though. Yeah, it's the Lions, but it was the same Lions that beat us last year. They beat us last year at the end of the season. So I don't know what y'all mad about. The Lions always play us tough. They always play us tough. Every time we play the Lions, it could go either way. Remember the fucking Hail Mary game? The clock was at 0 and they gave us an extra play to win that game. Remember the Lions was winning that game too. So all of the bitching and complaining and all of the whining and shit, it's understandable. I get it. That's, you know, y'all thought we was going to win this game. That's why I didn't make no preview video of this game. Once I seen that Devondre Campbell was out, I was like, oh, man, I don't know about this game. I don't even know if I want to do a preview video with it. Plus, I just got off work and I'm going back to work. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't get a chance to really see the game like that. Yeah, Matt LaFleur just gotta admit the fact that we can't be letting the players that ain't ready to lead this team lead the team. You know, at some point in time, the coaches got to step in and take some responsibility. You know what I mean? Not to mention that penalties keep biting us in the ass. Turnovers keep biting us in the ass. It seemed like every week we get a touchdown taken away from us, you know, that could have made things different. You know what I mean? Just, who knows? We could have went down there and fucking kicked a field goal after Allen Lazard scored that touchdown and fucking Aaron threw the other one to him. Wow. Oh, okay. After Aaron threw the other one to him, you know what I'm saying, maybe we see a different ball game. But for the most part, you know, I'm going to ride through this team whether we win or lose. It's always going to be go pack go. I'm not going to sit up here and be mad. We had big expectations for this team this year coming into the year, and it didn't turn out like we thought it would be. You know, we have to be aware that things happen. Shit happens. You know what I'm saying? Not everything is going to be in our favor like we think it's supposed to be because we got Aaron Rodgers. Y'all acting like Aaron Rodgers won a Super Bowl recently. He hasn't. This team hasn't done anything. You know what I mean? All these people, oh, what y'all gonna do without Davante Adams? We didn't do anything with him. And obviously, you see the Raiders aren't doing anything with him. So that wraps that whole scenario up right there. Could things have been different if Davante was still in his offense? Probably not. Davante probably would have got hurt. We don't know. So with all that being said, man, I'm still optimistic that this team can go out there and finish off the season strong. One thing I can say is that thank you, Packers, for helping me save money on buying y'all shit. Every time y'all lose, I was like, well, I guess I ain't buying nothing this week. So thank you for that, for keeping some extra bread in my pocket. But, you know, I'm riding with this team win or lose. I'm not going to give up on them like the rest of the fan base and all these people on Twitter. Start Jordan Love. For what? For what? For what? Start him for what? Let's just see what he can do. We seen what Jordan Love can do. Why would you want to go out there and see? Why would you want to go out? Why would you want to see him go out there and think things are going to be different with this team we have now? You know what I mean? Of course, Aaron should be making plays with his feet, but he's not that kind of quarterback anymore. You know what I'm saying? He's not that kind of quarterback. The offense just got a game plan and get healthy. We don't know how soon that will be, but you know, we got a big game coming up this week against the Cowboys, facing off against Mike McCarthy and Dak Prescott. And you know, that Dallas defense is that Dallas defense is gonna be licking their chops, man, to try to beat the Packers. I'm not gonna say if we're gonna win or lose. You know, we got a whole bunch of injuries. It's a home game. Anything could happen, man. That's all I'm saying. Anything could happen in this game against the Cowboys. We'll see. But for the most part, I'm riding with my team through thick and thin. I'm not about to get up here and yeah, I feel a certain way about Matt LaFleur. Yes, I will criticize Matt LaFleur. He is not himself this year. You know what I mean? I used to let Matt LaFleur get away with a lot of shit, but yo, man, you are looking real pathetic as a coach right now, bro. Like, seriously, like, you know, to have those kind of seasons and then to end up like how we are now is just eye-opening. It's very eye-opening. You know, just looking at the Green Bay Packers organization, big picture, this is eye-opening. You know, Goot has already tucked his tail and said he's not going to do any more press conferences until the end of the season, which pretty much tells you right there that he's pretty much out on the Packers this season. I don't know what we can or will do to try to turn things around. I'm pretty sure by the end of this week, once OBJ is cleared to get back to football activities, I don't think the Packers is going to be one of the teams he want to go to. I'm gonna just be straight up honest. Unless it's about money. If it's about money and the Packers is willing, you know, to muster up the rest of the $17 million or however much they willing to throw out there to give Odell Beckham, maybe. But just, you know, him wanting to play for a contender, you know, it's a lot of good teams out there that he could probably go play with, and you know, maybe he'll make his decision after this week. And you know, the Cowboys is one of the teams that's in the hunt. You got the Kansas City Chiefs, you got the Buffalo Bills, and I think a few other teams that OBJ could be considering to go to. I think the Packers probably might be out of that. So we'll see what happens, man. But for the most part, at the end of the day, when the skies are gray, it's always going to be green and gold until I'm dead and cold, man. Go Pack, go.